The views and opinions expressed on Geeks Under the Influence are that of the panelists and not of our sponsors, Amazon.com and TeePublic. Parental discretion is advised.
You know, I was thinking about we're talking about all the different shows, but I think this is the first official full year where we've been a network.
Yeah.
Because 2018 is when we started becoming a network, where everybody started getting their shows going.
Yeah.
But 2019, from as far as a full year goes, this is the first full year.
June 2018, Geekfather dropped.
Well, no, but everyone's got their own stream. Everyone's been responsible for their own thing.
Yeah,
that's been about. It's been about a solid
since
year,
everybody had their own streams and it was officially
actually separated to enough to be their own show, but part of a network.
Where we didn't make Mike do everything.
Yeah, right.
This is basically what it is.
Which, by the way, is the best thing ever. Where you guys were talking about, that episode you were on and things happened, and went, I'm so glad I don't know what's going on. I didn't have to touch shit.
You mean besides from the normal?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
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 Never mind just like the me being like, I don't know where I am, but the actual
welcome to GUI, go.
No, that's me at night being like, I'm getting fucking drunk. You guys do whatever. I'm just going to be like, But yeah, we currently, right now, we're looking at 8 shows on the network that are currently releasing episodes.
Yes.
We had a couple drop because of different reasons. Partially COVID, partially just availability. And
Sure.
But that's still 8 fucking shows.
Yeah.
Well, and talk, because I'll go in and, because not everybody on the network knows at this point, and I was telling you earlier, is that Kyle and I have talked, and Kyle is officially permanent co-host and will be co-showrunner of the Geekfather.
Yay!
Nice. Hey, look at that.
So
they're making it plural.
And that S.
It's an
Are
us
you adding the
now.
S?
yeah, where we're talking about adding the S. We're going to do all new, do some new logo stuff.
You're saying you need to do a new logo,
that's awesome.
Yep. So.
Yep. Rebranding.
You got to do a trailer for the new Geekfathers where you do it like a really bad sequel where it's like, this time they're going plural. Geekfathers.
Oh yeah, they got to do a new plug. Do if you need
Yeah,
a new plug.
we'll have to do a new. Well, it's not going to be official until after the new year when we actually put everything together.
Pointing to Kyle on the screen there.
Well, I guess this is a better time than any is that at the start of the new year where there'll be some breathing room. I've already mapped out about 8 different locations to go visit. Assuming I can get on there without getting shot and, with permission to actually investigate certain areas that are considered haunted. I was dead serious about that.
What are you, a vice journalist?
I am
like,
actually
I
doing
might
that.
die, but...
No, it's the ghost hunting thing he was talking
we've
about.
been talking about it when we've been
Oh
recording
my God,
stuff.
I need that to
That's
happen.
amazing.
Yeah. Now, I mean, granted, I would there'll be some video, but most of it's just, a recording. It's the lore of it, but it's still going to just be fun. And I'm going to do it because I fucking love that stuff.
I'm going to find out when you're doing one of these and I'm going to show up with like a ghost with a gritty head and just like chase you around.
So just your face.
Just my face.
Yeah. I was just saying.
Yeah.
Maybe dye it orange a little bit just to give it that gritty look.
It's getting there. No, before I brush my beard.
Okay, fair.
That's all I got to do. It's fine. So, okay, I might as well get this started because there's no heads or tails of this, this show here. Yeah, what we are doing this episode is our big 200th episode. And I'm so beyond excited the fact that we not only, as far as episodes that have come on the stream of Geeks Under the Influence, never mind the other shows that went on their own streams, but with Pre-Cap, with GUI Nights, with Geeks Under the Influence, we have well over 200 releases that have happened on here. But as far as Geeks Under the Influence numbered episodes, this is number 200. And that's a lot. That's a fucking lot.
That is.
Yeah.
And it's only because of the people that are on this episode, as well as a number of other regular panelists and friends that have been able to come on and help out and be part of this community of geeks in the Richmond area that have, just want to wax poetic about stuff that they love. But tonight we've got the majority of the showrunners. We're hoping that Groots is going to be able to get on a little bit later.
Yes.
We're waiting. Hopefully Bruce will be able to jump on from Pre-Cap as well to get all the showrunners on at the same time, which is a rarity. That doesn't really happen.
And also could be a nightmare.
Could be a living
A
nightmare.
shit show. Go figure.
Yeah.
I mean,
right now we're at numbers of we have 6 of us on here, which is like the old school 6-pack episodes that we used to do back in the day. So
the 6-packs.
The 6-packs were
the 6-pack days
were a nightmare. So we'll see.
Can we get copyright on Black Flag from that?
Yeah, right. Yeah, let me just
call up Greg in and see what you can do.
See if we can do that.
Yeah, sure.
So, but yeah, this episode of Geeks on the Influence, it's a free play, so we are not having any kind of subject matter. We're just going to be talking about whatever the fuck we feel like, whether it be, probably a lot of reminiscing about GUI and stuff that we plan to do in the future, but just like talking shit and having fun.
But no dick and fart jokes.
None.
Never.
None. Actually,
no?
From this point on, it's going to be a purely PG podcast. We've discussed it. We're rebranding.
I quit.
Well, fuck.
Finally.
Quit.
Well, I'll see you guys later.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm out.
We're only
I'll put my cock back in.
We're only going to be talking about like how great it is not to be arrested because you're white. It's going to be Geeks Under the Affluence. After this.
Wow.
Really?
No?
Wow.
No, we're not going to.
No.
Okay. All right. Bad idea. I guess we're
Yes.
not.
Yes.
We're not
No.
going to
See,
do that.
see
that's
what
a
happens
bad
when he makes
joke.
you the co-owner of the show? And
That's
this
because
is
Steven's
you.
like, how can I co-host that?
Yeah. It's like I would.
Rein in your boy here.
I just did. I said no.
Well, we'll see about that next episode. But anyway,
The official title is Geeks Under the Affluence Except Me, and that's just Steven.
He does live in a flight of stairs too. So
Yeah,
you know.
fair.
Yeah. I did an untimely death. Okay, so
She'll break your white supremacy.
all right, yeah, that's oh god. All right, this is gonna be. I have to apologize to our listeners ahead of time. This is our 200th episode, and as much as it is for you, it's very much for us as well. So
Yes,
we're gonna get
Jesus, no.
weird
Yes.
and wild. Buckle the fuck up because it's gonna get
Yep.
weird on episode 200 of Geeks Under the Influence. Welcome.
We are things that were and shall be again. A changing of the guard, the deadites marching in. You think you can hold out, but you know you're wrong, so you better join us now. You better do it fast, or you will be. Necronomicon gives us power to rise from the dead. You play the tape, our blade begins to spread. You can fight all you want, but it's futile to resist. We're here to take the world and rule with an iron fist. So join us or die, join us or die, or I will swallow your soul. Necronomicon gives us power to rise from the dead.
All right, we're gonna get this out of the way.
Okay.
Jay fucking Baruchel.
Jay
Oh my
fucking
God.
Just get it
Baruchel.
done. Say it. Do it. Do him if you will. I mean,
Jay
He wishes.
Aloysius Susan Baruchel.
the fellatio that
You
he
made
was
it
doing
happen.
to
Is that
that
really
man.
his name?
No,
did it.
No.
no,
Oh,
it's not.
Jesus.
No.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. That's why. But I was like,
Look,
You didn't get lost in Susan?
He will
Right?
be thinking about him during sex for a long
I
time
know.
to come.
that
Amy.
He always does.
that
Yeah.
That's not
lovely.
new.
Yeah, but now he'll tell you during.
He does. I don't know what
Oh,
is going
God.
to change here.
Wow.
His
Oh, wow.
his shapely Adam's
was-
apple.
Yeah. The maple leaf tattoo
The maple
is a
leaf tattoo.
common conversation piece.
Now, see,
sweet
what I'm
Jesus.
waiting for is to Amy be like, he made me get the tattoo.
I have it.
And she just shows up with a Canadian maple leaf on her chest and just
Can
like,
you fucking
oh.
imagine?
But in the maple leaf, it says Jay Baruchel, and there's an arrow going through it like a heart.
let's get a sailor tattoo.
Right.
She starts sobbing. I'm the Jay Baruchel now.
Oh, jeez.
Just make her quote lines from "She's Out of My League"
right.
and "The Sorcerer's Apprentice."
Kyle.
Oh, God.
Oh,
No,
No.
Hunter is so disappointed.
I don't even know what to say anymore. I knew it was going to go far. Now it's just going to get disturbing.
Look, Jay Baruchel and I, or Jay Bear, as his friends call him.
No.
Jay Bear and me, we were trying to.
His friends don't call him that.
We were trying to figure a time that we
Stop.
would come out as friends.
He's going to
as,
remove his comment
deep,
now.
Personal,
Stop.
personal friends.
I'm just gonna keep
Remove
And,
his endorsement.
We decided that after all these years of being definitely not in my mind personal friends, that it was the 200th episode that was the time for him to come out and.
Are you John Travolta from The Fanatic? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Have you been listening to the 200 episodes?
Have you watched that movie?
Yes.
He is.
You integrated him to being the Flash in our multiverse episodes.
Yeah, I did do that. I have a
Fucking
picture of him
weirdo.
as the Flash. I
But,
did a
you know, I
Jay
could see.
Baruchel impression on our
He's
live
goofy enough.
stream.
That's
All right.
that was what you think was an impression. That wasn't an impression.
True.
Goofy in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. 30. I give him 30 seconds and then change the topic, please.
Okay. Well, what I want to say is that for
That's
those
too much time.
that don't
Wow.
follow our social media,
Do it now before later.
it blew up today that of course, for those that have listened to the show for any length of time, Jay Baruchel is brought up pretty regularly as my my deep and devoted man crush. And fortunately, he's also, a man of the people. He appreciates his fans and his close friends like me.
Right.
And so when I reached out to him today, sent a little video saying, hey, we love you. I love your work. And we're celebrating 200 episodes. Would love a shout out. He absolutely obliged, because not only is he a gentleman and a scholar, but
don't look me in the eyes when you say this. don't look me in the eyes.
So
keep your hands above the table.
So nice enough. Jay Baruchel did respond and said some very kind words that I'll read from the.
Oh Jesus!
Oh God!
From the framed picture of the tweets that I printed out.
Done this.
He's supposed to say it out loud while he writes it.
He has literally framed it.
Amy, you didn't know about this?
Turn the video off while you do that.
Oh, come on, dude. Come on, man.
I was at work providing for this family.
While he's off gallivanting around
with Jay Baruchel on the internet. I'm so humiliated.
I printed out and framed the tweet exchange between Geeks Under the Influence,
Jesus.
my personal,
absolutely incredible,
my personal Twitter, and Jay Baruchel. So it starts with tweet from Geeks Under the Influence asking, I have waxed poetic on the show for my love of him. Tonight we record 200 podcast episode and would love a shout out, if not for anything else, so Hobbit will shut the fuck up about it. And then
clearly that didn't work.
Retweeted that on my personal page saying, retweet like Icarus, let me fly too close to my Jay Baruchel shaped sun. Hashtag Goon 2 was superior to Goon 1. Hashtag Undeclared is better than Freaks and Geeks. Just really setting it up.
Freaks and Geeks is better, and Goon 1 was better.
Yeah, agree to disagree. And
there's fact and then there's opinion.
So Jay Baruchel did respond.
Let him suck this proverbial dick.
Yes, his response was, congratulations on your 200th episode. I appreciate the kind words and affection. Sincerely. And I really like the hashtags you used as well. Also, feel free to objectify me whenever you like. So, from the mouth of Jay Baruchel, I am able to use my mouth on Jay Baruchel.
I don't think he means physically.
In my mind, as much as I want to, I am allowed to objectify Jay Baruchel as the Canadian sex god that he is.
When's the Twitter for Jay Baruchel's lawyers come in with the cease and desist?
Right.
I have printed out.
Did you tell him that every time you see hot dogs, you think of him?
That's going to be
the smell of lotion just brings him to the forefront of your mind.
That's a later conversation. That's going to be when I bust into Baruchel's DMs is where we're going to have that conversation.
Oh, Lord. Wow.
Speaking of conversation, before we continue on, we need to probably maybe introduce everybody that's on the show tonight a little bit.
Sure. Why not at this point?
Let's start with the giant TV people that we have here. On the top here, we've got Fuck You Hunter from Beautiful Disasters and From the Mouths of Madness here.
What's up, bitches?
Happy to have you, sir.
Yeah, fucking 200. Holy shit.
200 episodes. It's insane. And below you, I'm just going to go quick through so we can just get to the fucking stupidity. Below you, now official co-host of Geekfathers, plural, is Kyle Smash.
What's happening?
How's it going, bro?
It's going pretty good.
Yo.
You are doing the dad thing because you're wearing like a hoodie, so that means that your heat is off. And you're like, we're saving on the heat.
Don't fucking touch that thermostat.
Don't touch
I'm definitely around like 67 right now. My dog hates it. She freezes to death. We dress her up like a penguin. It's funny.
Sounds like you're dadding real good.
I dad the best I can dad.
I think I picked well.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of the dads that can do the best dadding, I guess, is the Geek Father himself, the purveyor of Geek Father and co-host with Smash on there.
Now list off all my nicknames.
No,
God.
We don't have enough time on the show for all your nicknames. The Portly White Queequeg, Half Lung, Lunchbox.
Yes.
Fuck.
Scotty
what else?
Big
Scotty
Daddy.
Big Daddy.
Preston.
Hey guys, what's up?
Yeah.
Hey. I pick him well.
Yeah.
I pick him well.
Pretty good.
Hunter had his shot, but he failed. So fuck him.
I've never been comfortable calling you Big Daddy. Let's not.
You know it's close to Thanksgiving when you just start airing your shit out.
You don't have to say that because Amy's here.
I'm gonna go to Wawa and get a gobbler.
Oh, dude.
No shit.
I haven't had one yet this year.
Oh, I want to.
Oh, me too.
I've had 3 already. They were glorious.
Dude, they've been out for
Only
like
3?
a month. You've only had 3?
Yeah.
There is an egg roll place that's
2
right
in
in
one
front
day.
of a Once Upon a Vine in Northside called
Fucking
Eat My
fat
Egg
ass.
Roll that apparently does the gobbler bowl version of egg rolls where it's like turkey, mashed potatoes, stuffing, all in an egg roll and deep fried. And it's apparently absolutely fucking incredible.
Well, that sounds fat boy friendly. I'm all about
super
it.
fat
need
boy
that.
friendly.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that is definitely fat people food.
Speaking of somebody that's friendly to fat boys, me specifically, is my co-host on Deeply Upsetting
And in life.
and in life.
Amy the Cuck Bogarde. What's up, everybody?
Yes.
Jesus.
Yes.
Drinking to forget.
The plus side is that she came in where there was already a well-established love of Jay Baruchel, so
Yes.
she knew coming in that there needed to be, much like a dance at a Catholic school in 6th grade, where you leave some room for Jesus. It was room for my boner for Jay Baruchel.
She knows she's the stopgap right
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
So you
Pretty
so
much.
wait, you were
Yeah.
still hip to hip then?
My emotional boner.
There
for
you
Jay
go.
Baruchel. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
So how long into the relationship did you give her the Jay Baruchel mask to put on? During those special times.
Third date? Is that when we? Yeah.
Oh, damn. She's calling out that shit quick.
Beginning of the third
The
date.
very
Oh my
beginning.
God! Is that? Please be real. Please bring it out right now, Hobbit.
Can you fucking imagine if I did? Just went in the closet and got it.
I'd imagine it'd be like shitty
Yeah, I'd be
paper
done.
mache.
I'd be like,
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yep.
That's it. Nope.
The person that has no fucking time or patience for my Jay Baruchel love. My partner in crime on the show here and also on the network helps me run this shit show of a podcast network, and I appreciate every moment of it, is my friend, my partner, besides Jay Baruchel.
Right. Yeah.
Lowdown Brown MacGyver.
What's going on,
Aw.
everyone?
Hey, bud.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
Hi.
Are you getting jealous at all? Or
No.
No? Okay.
I really just feel sad.
Feel sad.
I feel sad for you. That's
Same.
really right. I mean,
Hey,
can we just have we need to have a Jay Baruchel support group. And,
Yeah.
More like
you
an
know,
intervention.
intervention. There you
Yeah.
go. That's what I'm looking for. We need an intervention for Hobbit because
Thank you.
it breaks my heart.
What
I
we
know.
need is
Feel
Jay
so bad.
Baruchel to visit in person and reject you.
Oh,
No, that way
That
you
would
can
be
move
so
on.
Smash has got it. Smash
I
has
think
got
Jay,
it.
come on, we love you anyways. You might as well come on.
There
Yeah.
you go.
I'd yeet myself off a bridge. Like,
Yeah.
Well, either way it ends. So there you go.
That's the
Amy-
first time we've been
Amy
able
will
to
stop
shut
you.
I can't
him up
afford
for
this rent
about
by myself.
Need to hurry up and get married. Life insurance. There you go.
Hey.
Done and done.
Actually,
Yeah.
these days you technically don't even have to be married. There is partner insurance.
Oh, that's true. But you have to be together for a certain amount of time before that kicks in, though, right?
Depends on the state.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
we'll research.
You should,
All right.
We'll
Yeah.
hook you up.
I
We'll hook
wake
you
up groggy and she was like, hey, before you wake up, sign this. I'll be like, wait, hold on.
No,
Hold
you
on a
won't.
second.
You're like,
you wouldn't.
okay, honey.
You'd be like, sure.
Love of my life.
Here, sign this contract so you meet Jay Baruchel later today. Okay.
He's just his lawyers. You just can't. Do certain things.
She
It's
wakes
fine.
me up and goes, darling, light
Of my life.
Wow.
Sign the papers. Hobbit.
This took a weird turn all of a sudden.
Hashtag restraining order.
And the man who we are plotting to murder, just strictly for his love of Jay Baruchel,
Wow.
is
But only that. That's good.
Okay,
yeah, that's
cool.
not bad.
There was a
And
longer list
the
before.
man responsible for what you're hearing now
For today.
for today and the last 200 episodes,
That's true.
Mike Bickett.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, guy.
Yeah. All apologies, as the Nirvana said.
Oh, dear God.
No.
Dad.
But-
That sounded so old, by
You're
the
not
way.
even one of the
As the
Geekfathers.
Nirvana says.
The Nirvana. The Nirvana.
I want to thank all of our listeners for dealing with whatever this episode's going to fucking be, besides just a Jay Baruchel love fest from me. This is Geeks Under the Influence of the Geeks Under the Influence Network. 200 episodes for this show. We've got 8 other shows on the network. All of that's available at GUIPodcast.com. Join our social media. Join the conversation with us. Tell us what you want to hear on the different episodes. Tell us how rad we are by rating and reviewing all the shows on the network through Apple Podcasts and everywhere else you can do that. Rate, review, subscribe. Tell your friends. This is Grassroots. We aren't paying any money for advertising, so we require you to do literally the least amount of work possible by literally clicking share on an episode and being like, hey, this is cool. And then you're 200 friends on Facebook go, this is
I like how your tone changed when you were like, yeah, it's cool.
It's cool.
It's cool,
okay.
Dad.
It's all right.
It's fine.
My favorite review.
It's Nirvana.
It kills an hour.
It's Nirvana. Yeah,
Of all the shows that I personally am part of, like hosting or co-hosting, my favorite review ever was a 3-star review from Smack My Pitch Up, where the total review was, it was okay.
Amazing.
3 stars.
Amazing review.
I love it so much.
It was
We
okay.
should frame that.
I
That's
should frame
incredible.
that.
right?
Yeah.
You should make that poster size.
Oh, a shirt.
Fuck yeah.
I would wear that shirt.
I'm totally
really surprised you haven't made that into a shirt. You make everything else into a shirt.
Yeah.
I made a Jay Baruchel Rules
true.
Monster
I
Squad
know.
mashup t-shirt.
And
so
you don't
fully
even
aware.
wear it. So who else is going
I
to
have
wear it?
the button.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
What?
Red's not my color. It just makes me look like I'm hot.
Really? In the days of COVID,
Yeah.
you're worried about a red t-shirt working from home.
True. That's fair.
Come on.
Anyway, hi guys. Hey everyone.
As we wave
Weirdos.
to each other on the videos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we had 2 major milestones this year with the Geeks Under the Influence. Earlier in April, we celebrated our 5-year anniversary as a
Yes,
show.
sir.
And
Yes,
now
sir.
we're going into 200 episodes of our main show on the network. We've got where I think Geekfathers getting around 100 or...
We should hit 100 by possibly February.
Okay.
Give or take, where part of the new stuff is going to be some mini-sodes happening, because we moved the show to every other week.
Sure.
Kyle and I, Kyle's going to do some stuff with his little lady there, and I'm going to start including the boys a little bit more often again now that they're at a good age to
Sure.
get on the microphone. But yeah, we're at about 82, 83, I think, when we released last week.
Okay.
So,
And then I know from Mouse Madness, you guys are like in the 60s at this point, right? Or something?
We're at 50. What comes out? Well, wait, when's this episode dropping?
yeah, Hunter. Don't you know anything, Hunter?
In 2 days.
In 2 days?
Yeah.
Okay. So
on episode 54, I believe.
I was going to say the same. After this episode drops, it'll be the next day. This is coming out Wednesday, right? So
Okay.
On Thanksgiving, it'll be our 24th full length. It'll be our 55th episode total.
Yeah,
Wow.
you guys have done way more of the mini-sode type stuff. And
Yeah. So,
all
but I
that,
only number the full lengths because the minisodes are just Hunter and I fucking off basically.
Yeah.
But,
And then Hunter,
really, it's what it is. We just
and Hunter on your other show, Beautiful Disasters, you're up there as well. A little
We're
bit,
at
I think.
officially 50.
50.
Jason Goes to
episodes,
Hell
so-
was number 50.
Oh
Nice.
God,
Nice.
that was
And
a
I
fun one.
know Smack My Pitch Up, the other show that I do, that is in the high 60s, I think, like end of 60s.
Oh, yeah,
or maybe
easily.
early 70s at this point.
Yeah.
And then we're in our teens with Deeply Upsetting, which is the new show on the network.
That's the
Fledgling.
infancy
the
of the shows.
little baby of the
Yeah.
network.
It's
Yeah.
the baby.
So we've got hundreds of hours worth of episodes available in this room right now.
Very
Yes.
true. Very, very true.
And it's
Yes, we
crazy
do.
to think that it started with a couple of room mics and no knowledge of how to fucking do this into what it is now.
No, it started with a vocal mic for you, and then everyone else sucking the mic's dick. trying to
Yeah.
get to it. That's what it started as.
Hey guys, gather around this
Fortunately, I was not
$30
there
room
for that
mic.
one.
Yeah. Oh God. The setup
Sitting in the living
past
room,
were
whatever
just-
chair you could find.
Yep.
Well,
No,
I was there for the setup of the chairs, but the one mic, fighting over the one mic,
That was like the first.
Like
First like 10 episodes.
Yeah, I was
Which
about to
episode
say
for
10
you guys,
episodes
right?
from what I heard.
Yeah, we
So.
pretty quickly upgraded the microphones. It took until the like early 40s to get like a better board and get the audio level.
42 was our first episode on the new board.
On the new board, yeah.
Yep.
It was 42.
Which of course, Hitchhiker's Guide was that episode.
Yeah.
Had to be.
Right.
Technically
Right.
not the first thing recorded because we actually recorded at the Monster Mania Horror Convention on the board first, but the episode that came out prior to that, that came out before that one did was 42.
That's some of that
Yep.
behind
Behind the scenes. No, I mean, it was. We did Monster Mania, recorded with
Yeah.
some local artists and independent artists there, but we didn't release that next. We released that after the 42 episode.
Yeah, there was Chuck, our friend that we just plugged his Throwing Horns RPG.
Yep.
And then Chris Hamer, local artist,
Hamer.
that we actually have some art in the studio somewhere. Oh no, out in front of the studio, like when you walk in. I got the group poster that he did.
Yep.
And then also in the living room with a ghost poster that he did. So yeah, we got some Chris Hamer represented in the house as well.
Yep.
But
Yes, sir.
yeah, it's crazy that remember that was the first con that we did where we got a plug. It was James Duvall plugged the show.
Yeah.
Was
Oh,
episode
wow.
42.
I
Yeah.
remember that, yeah.
And now here we are that we've been able to like interview so many
Oh, that wasn't Monster Mania. That was Mad Monster.
Or Mad
Charlotte.
Monster. Yeah, that was Mad Monster.
in
Yeah,
Charlotte.
yeah. But now
Yeah.
we've been able to interview all sorts of cool people. Like Hunter recently. Who is it that you got a plug from?
The first Jason in Friday 13th.
Ari Lehman.
What's his last name? Ari something.
Ari Lehman.
Lehman.
I'm cold.
Maybe if you just put on a hat, since you don't have the
look-
hair, you'd be able to keep some of the heat in, man.
Well, I would, but I can't. I got these fucking headphones on. These
They're
things are pretty big.
adjustable. I know they are.
Turn your
Like a
heat up,
helmet.
dude. You shouldn't wear a jacket inside.
Now I think I'm trying to think of when everybody came on to GUI for the first time. And Steven, you were episode 2.
Yes, I was.
Yeah, you were episode 2 that you came on. Scotty, I think you were Doctor Who.
Yeah, that October, so 6 months in.
That was like in the that was in the like 30s or 40s at that point.
Yeah, it
no,
was
like the 30s maybe.
30s.
Yeah, it had to be the 30s because I remember I wanted to be on episode 2 or episode 42 because that was Hitchhiker's Guide.
Yep.
So I wanted to be on that one, but I definitely proudly came in and popped my cherry on Doctor Who.
Doctor Who.
Smash.
That
You
sounds
were
so bad.
Star Wars.
Star Wars, I think. Yeah, was your
Star Wars
first one.
trilogy,
Yeah.
the original.
That's
Yeah.
right. We
Yep.
That was early
Started
on.
out with
I think
Star
that was in
Trek.
the late teens.
No,
early
it was,
20s.
it was Christmas of the first year.
Yeah, it was right
Right
after the
before Force
Doctor Who
Awakens.
stuff.
So yeah, that was
Yeah.
like 30s or 40s maybe, but
Yeah.
that was still that first year. That was within the first like about 8 or 9 months
Yeah.
of the.
Oh,
the show
easily.
starting.
God, I was a nervous puppy.
I puked. Hey.
Nervous, and I was like looking to you for strength, Lowdown, and you just fucking passed out. I was like, "What is happening?"
I did. I totally passed out.
And you know what? And I'll
I'm looking
call
at
you
you
out
for
too. That
guidance,
wasn't
and
the
you're just
only one
fucking
you passed
snoring.
out on either.
No,
But those were funny days.
those were
Because
funny
I
days.
believe people passing out and toilets were broken at least once.
Well, no toilets were broken. Just a door to the cabinet under the sink was
Oh, no.
broken.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know what you're talking
Okay.
about.
Yeah,
Gee,
Whatever.
way to call yourself out.
yeah.
Whatever.
No, for those that listen to those early episodes, which you can find in a zip file on our website if you dig around enough, they're available not on our stream because I didn't want newbies to show up and be like, well, episode 1, and it was like, dicks, Star Wars. So
Argument
Yeah.
about Jason.
yeah,
Right.
Michael
yeah.
Myers.
Now it's better
That was
quality
an argument.
dicks in Star Wars.
Yeah,
all right?
exactly.
Yeah,
Quality
there you
based
go.
on- Hunter,
Hey,
what was your first
dicks in a
episode?
high def.
Positive spin.
Hunter, what was
What's
your
that?
first episode? I can't remember what your first episode was.
Justice League. Or no. Batman
Man
versus
versus Superman,
Superman.
that's
Because I wanted to
right.
go on there and
Oh,
shit all
fuck.
over Kyle.
That's right.
And that was my
Wow.
motivation.
So that was March the next year. It was right before our
Yeah,
1 year
like
anniversary.
late March, early
Right,
April,
yeah.
something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
What
It
a
was
shit movie that
a
was.
week after I watched that shit fucking terrible DC movie, and you said
Yeah.
y'all were going to do an episode. I said if I could be on, I will talk to everybody, but I'm going to target fucking Kyle. So
And you
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
And you did. Yeah. What a
Where's
shit
my
movie that was.
Right.
Batman versus Superman wallet? I won it at one of the GUI trivia nights.
You didn't
Yeah.
win it. Nobody
if we
wanted
ever
it.
get to do that again.
Yeah, nobody just wanted it. Just he knew that you would be there.
Oh, well, that's sweet.
So, you know, it's,
it was either trash or give it to you.
Kyle,
Right,
that movie's still
exactly.
trash, Kyle. There's
It
no
is.
arguing against it. It's just trash.
Yeah,
And then
it's-
the
I mean, the movie's trash for sure.
Yes.
yeah,
Yep.
and then the most recent addition to the showrunners, and then came in most recently, Miss Amy Bogarde. You were
Woo.
this well, not this past Halloween,
Last
obviously,
Halloween.
but the Halloween before.
Mm-hmm.
And
Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah, Edgar Allan Poe was your
That's
first episode.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember the GUI nights after that one's Breathe the Consumption on Me, Daddy.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was.
Oh,
We
yeah.
had,
I heard that.
oh, fuck.
Too.
Audrey?
Audrey.
Yeah,
It was Audrey.
Audrey.
Yes,
Yeah.
Audrey.
That was good. That was the first time I met Lowdown.
It was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I remember there was the
was a
time
fun
that she
It
kind
was.
of solidified that she was cool is when she started talking shit on me, and you're like, okay, cool.
Well, that was actually verbatim. I was like, oh, she's cool. Okay.
And
Okay.
the
Actually,
party hasn't stopped yet. I will
let's
still
be
talk
fair.
shit.
That was kind of par for the course for the rest of us as well.
Oh, definitely.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's,
True. We just the more
that,
people that talk shit
that
on
went
Hobbit,
through the
better we are.
grapevine real quick on the GUI grapevine of like, oh, she talks shit to Hobbit. Done.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we're in. We're in.
That relationship kind of happened organically. One of the early regulars on the show and helped me at the very beginning was Crump, which was my roommate at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And we always had that kind of relationship where there was a lot of picking that happened, and that happens also in our friend group a lot, where nobody's above getting
no.
picked on at all.
No way.
And
No.
I do kind of like that with this show, that even though I started as the host for all this, I'm not the host in that oh no, I'm off limits. No one here is off limits.
That's
we all give
never
each other
been a
shit.
rule.
No, that's never been the case.
And I remember after one episode, it was one of the ones, I feel like it was early last year. I think it was early 2019. So, before times when we had more random guests come on because before times. And, what? I'm sorry. We're limited with COVID.
Everybody puts it a little
limited.
bit differently, and that's what I appreciate. So
When it was fun. When the world was fun.
Oh yeah, when the world was fun for sure.
We I forget how you knew him and he came on, but it was two people I had never previously. Well, no, one I had met once before. He had been on before. The other one had not. I don't know if they were comedians or so on or whatnot. But I remember on the mid break, you're like, man, you're fucking with him. I'm like, oh, dude, he's new. Like, I'm gonna fuck with him. If you can't take it, I'm like, fuck it. Like,
Yeah.
like, I'm sorry, but
Fucking freshman.
seriously.
Can't handle the heat.
Yeah.
But that's really where I'm at. Like when it came to the point where new people come on. I mean, I wasn't like a dick, but I would definitely give them a taste of. It wasn't what the showrunners get by any means.
No.
But it was definitely more like where like if you had the wrong state of mind, that somebody could look at you like, what'd you say, motherfucker? And I was like,
and I will say without like calling anybody out because there's no reason for it whatsoever, but we have over the years had people that dealt with our tone as a show better and less better than others over time. That's the thing is that it's such a weird thing that we do here because we are at the end of the day very inclusive and supportive, and you don't have to be the biggest nerd of a thing to be a nerd for that thing. We're not gatekeepers by any stretch of the imagination. We give each other shit about mainly just Kyle about Superman, but we do give each other.
Oh, here it goes.
Oh yeah,
here we go.
He's showing his.
I'm sitting at my desk too, so you guys fucked up. Look.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I just see
a Superman book. Cool.
Yeah.
It stands for hope, y'all. Come on,
Kyle,
it stands for
put your
hope.
pants back on. Yes, you're wearing Superman underwear. Jesus Christ.
Can you even still open that, or is it stuck
I
together?
don't. I mean,
What,
I
his
do, but they're
underpants?
folded up.
No,
Oh,
the book.
geez.
Is the book stuck
We're good.
together, or what? Can you even open that book?
Why did you get just jailhouse lettering hope on the side of your shaft? Like that's really upsetting.
I think I would just go for the symbol. Just
And when it's
expensive,
when it's not
and
erect, it
painful.
just says he.
Ho. It says ho.
It says ho.
Don't foul this up. Don't paint it.
Dude, you
Don't
should
taint
get
it.
hope across your fingers. So when you make a fist, it says hope.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, I would do that.
See?
over
You do
anything
it.
else.
There you go. There you go.
Cool.
Way to be Posicore. Anyways.
Thanks for your support of it. I was like, cool, awesome, buddy.
Oh,
I love
You
you.
do that.
I love you.
You look like if
Yeah.
Ian McKay loaded trucks.
holy shit! That was good.
Now on,
That was good,
like,
Hobbit.
This is
That
just
was
what you're gonna see.
His
in the-
retort is another Superman figure.
Just more,
just my
take this
face.
Superman and take this Superman.
Wait, is that punishment if you put that in front of the camera so we don't see your face? I don't know. Was that
Punishment for you. Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
Honestly, I think I'd
You
rather.
know,
look
you'd rather
Superman
look at
figure
this than
Because-
Superman the whole time.
I do fuck with you about the Superman on the Geekfather shit too. So this really isn't too much different.
Yeah,
No,
I know.
no.
I'm
Yeah.
okay with it. I don't lose any fucking sleep.
Oh, I know.
Before
I know.
we get too far off of this, but we
Before we get too
we've got
far off.
one. We've got one showrunner that couldn't make this episode.
Mhm.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
what was his first episode?
Oh, Groot's?
Groot's?
Yeah,
He was really early.
the other
too.
half of Beautiful Disasters.
Well, I know he did
Um,
Hitchhiker's
Was
Guide.
he horror as well? He might have been on the horror episode.
I know it was
too.
me, you, Crump, Moody, and who was it? Groot's?
Well, Kron was still around doing like the board at that point.
Yeah,
too.
that's true.
Oh, so that was like easily like single digit to.
No, that would have been
teens.
episode 2. The horror one was episode 2, my first episode.
I think Groot's was, if he wasn't episode 2, he was at least like 3 or 4 or something. Like
He was early.
very
Yeah, I
early.
was about to say he was because I remember he did early
Oh no,
stuff.
he was
and
on
then-
episode 1. I'm
Oh,
pretty sure
Vader's
that he
Robot
was,
Dong.
Yeah.
Oh,
he was
yeah,
on
yeah.
the Star Wars first episode. So yeah, his first episode was the first episode.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Aw.
We got to get. I mean, he's not here. We got to give him his.
Yeah, we're
props for
hoping
his
he's
longevity
sure.
on the-
Hopefully, either come in on the tail end of this or
Show up for
possibly
nights.
on nights.
Yeah.
That's releasing.
Hopefully on
next
nights,
week.
probably.
Yeah.
But
So-
anyway,
Yeah.
and Bruce's first episode, because he's also a showrunner, he came on.
Yeah.
I was on that episode because early on there were episodes I weren't on. So, but he I forget the episode.
I can't.
God damn it.
I'm trying to remember the episode. I only had a chance to do one episode with Bruce, and it was still early.
Well, hopefully we'll jump on at one point. I did send him the links to this, so if he ever is able to find the time to jump on,
I just want to make sure that everyone gets a little tidbit on their intro into the GUI network.
Well,
definitely.
And the whole
We
thing
miss you, buddy.
is part of.
Miss you, buddy.
Is the show, and we've talked about it before, is that the showrunners, that's the whole, part of the main reason why so many of us became showrunners. We've been on so...
All right, whose phone was that? Kyle?
Kyle.
I don't have a goddamn clue.
Great, now this entire episode is copyright infringement, and we have to just
scrap
shut the whole
it.
thing.
Silence your phone,
You
Dingle.
ruined
With the scrap
200.
the whole thing.
Jesus.
What I was saying, though, before I was rudely interrupted
I'm
by
sorry.
Hope.
No, I'm sorry. Poor Kyle.
Rudely interrupted by Hope.
Poor Kyle, because we do pick on him a lot, but we're going so hard at you right now. I'm starting to feel really bad about
No,
it.
that's fair. That's fair.
Hey.
We'll just return our attention back to you.
Yeah, I was about
Hobbit.
to say, we'll go back to Hobbit here in just a moment.
Yeah,
so it's
Yeah, we'll go
fine.
back to Hobbit. It's fine.
Yeah,
But
we'll come back to you soon enough.
Okay,
But
fair.
I figured we would all talk about some of our first episodes because all the showrunners here, we're here all within the first year of GUI in general.
Yeah, all within the first year.
Except Amy.
Except Amy.
Fucking Amy.
Okay, I'm
Fucking
sorry, everybody. I'm sorry.
Why weren't you here
Amy
sooner?
Cuck
I got invited
Bogarde.
years ago, and I was just like, ugh.
I know.
And then
you were
somehow,
too hipster for this shit. What can I say? But and
I
that's-
found my way
That's
eventually.
true. That's
She
true.
found her way that she started dating a dude that's like, I have a podcast. You want to listen to my podcast? And she went, oh, God.
Yeah, that is not you let them find that on their own. You know,
I'm not even joking. We talked about that. Was your
No,
first.
I was terrified, honestly, when you introduced me to the fact that you had podcasts, because I was like, what if this shit sucks? We've had good conversations.
Oh, that's fair though. That's fair. I get
It was lucky, honestly.
We have
And
at
it's
least one
okay,
fan
or
out
whatever.
there.
I wrote that and
okay.
Smack My Bitch Up review. It was okay.
It's okay.
She was worried it was going to be I like to have a podcast where I talk about all the things everybody else is scared to say.
Oh God. Okay, Joe Rogan, back it up.
In fairness, Joe Rogan isn't Joe Rogan anymore either. By the way,
Yeah, that's true.
he just fucking nods his head and
He's
never. Anyway,
Spotify
Basically.
presents Joe Rogan.
exactly.
Yeah,
you go back and
that's-
listen to early Joe Rogan. There's some fire there. Now it's just. Yeah,
I think it's
that's
actually
over.
DMT presents Joe Rogan. at this
Or
point.
whatever special drug for
Yeah.
serotonin that he's on and
Yeah,
shit,
exactly.
You know.
I eat. If you want to be alpha, you got to eat alpha. Holy shit, bro.
Fuck alpha. Anyways, I was trying to say for all you the fuckers here, thank you.
Yeah.
It
Hobbit.
took a while to say that. Was that complicated?
I
that
felt like
hard?
because I wasn't sure if you would cut me off again.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were
Looking
going
for
to
a
pass
reason
out
why
for a
you can't
second.
form words.
Spicy.
He's just
Love
thinking
you.
about reasons why he can't form words.
All right, and this is where it
That's
turns
English
true.
language.
into such a tire fire that we end up infighting, and the entire network falls apart after 200 episodes. Never to be heard from again.
We've hit that
Yeah, but
crest
this
that
episode
now we're
will
just
be
crashing.
well trafficked.
Hunter.
yeah.
I actually just got worried because there was such a pause with Scotty that with him, formerly being known as Scotty Halflong, I was
He was dying.
curious if he was going off and
Pulling the Red Sanford and
It's the sequel. It's it's the other lung this time.
no, please no.
Oh.
I thought I was about to see Lowdown had to give mouth to mouth or something. I don't know.
No.
No.
You'll see me here be like, hey, you okay, buddy?
You're the closest one to him, man.
Yeah, is
More
that in
like
your
nudging me
contract?
with his foot, going, "You cool? You cool?"
Right? Hey, dude, that's what we do at shows. Someone falls down, he's like, you good, bro? You good?
Yeah.
No,
All right, cool.
Lowdown doesn't give mouth to mouth because he has to. Lowdown gives mouth to mouth because he respects Scotty as a podcaster.
There you go.
Aw.
Sure.
Yeah.
That was he just likes them.
Technically,
Lies and
he
deceit.
wants to
Kyle,
stay
that's
alive.
Lies and deceit.
Kyle, that's now your responsibility as co-host. Is if he does that,
That's
you've
true.
got to be mouth to mouth. All right? So
Pucker up, baby.
Well, they more or less they bank on chest compression, so I think I'll stick to that.
I was
No,
going to say,
because if you have a
I just got
collapsed lung, that's
CPR
not a good
certified
idea.
earlier this year through work, and they don't really bank on mouth to mouth anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
mainly
true.
chest
No,
compressions.
that's old school.
Compressions,
Yeah,
yeah.
they give the
That is
compressions,
true.
which is exhausting, by the way.
Yes.
Motherfuckers,
That'll do
Yeah.
for all of you.
that
if you're
shit's,
ever
that
in
shit's
that.
exhausting. by
Oh,
the way.
sure.
Like
It
if
is.
you had, because once you start, you can't stop.
Right.
So if it takes 10 minutes for the ambulance to get there, 10
You
minutes
better
of
be
chest
doing 10
compressions, you better
minutes.
hope somebody's there that can take over for you.
So you're
'cause
saying
that's
Yep.
fucking rough.
Chest compressions are like Pringles. Is once you start, you can't stop. Is that?
Essentially, yes.
Basically.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
then every
Just
muscle in
remember,
your
if
upper
you crack
body
the
is like on
sternum, you're
fire.
doing it right.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, if you crack the sternum, you're doing it right, yeah. But like if you're not completely fatigued in your upper body and sweating and want to take a nap, you didn't do it right.
Right.
I really don't hope
Am I wrong, Kyle?
I really don't hope that it happens in my life because it's going to be so fucking scarring. But if I like save somebody's life and crack their sternum at the same time, but I save their life, I need to remember to say sorry about your bones, bro, as I just walk away in slow motion to like the theme song from CSI Miami playing in the background and somebody going like,
So what's crazy is how slow
you need to
do
have sunglasses with you at all times.
oh, sure.
Right.
And
Oh,
like,
yeah.
say sorry about your bones, bro, and then just throw on some blue blockers.
So how
then walk
slow do we have to slow the film down for you to walk in slow mo? Because even as slow than a normal person, you still take fast steps because you have tiny legs. So how the fuck? How much?
We might as well just play the Benny Hill soundtrack and just
That's less impressive. Like, sorry about your bones, bro. Shades.
What I'm saying
and just
is,
have Amy follow you around like shaking her
Different
fist
movie.
and you know.
you're
Different movie.
looking
like
like a
slowing
young
me
Danny
down
DeVito.
from walking versus doing the same slow mo's rate as you would totally. You'd still be walking fast.
Yeah, not getting anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. You're just walking fast. You're like Luigi in Mario 2. Okay.
Oh.
No, it's actually like this podcast where it's like doing a lot and not getting anywhere.
That's actually very
Yeah.
true.
Wow.
Very
Well,
true. Wow.
think
Way to
Life
like.
pretty well.
I know. I
don't
think
we?
we all felt that one. Damn.
Oh,
On
okay.
that note, we are at the break for this, for this episode.
The permanent break.
call, boss. Good call.
Yeah. So we're taking
Do some. How about? Oh yeah, Mario.
Look
there
at
you
the
go.
Mario. There he is.
Oh, that's from 64. Isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's supposed to go bling, bling, but the battery.
Do that again. Do that again.
Yeah.
Kyle,
Do that
are
again.
you working to be a prop comic? What is going on here, man?
Yeah. Right.
I'm at my desk. It's just like.
Do that again. There you go. Thank
Look,
you.
It's a me. It's a
Is
Mario.
he sitting on a cloud?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like
Looks
you hear
like
that,
looks
or
like
he's
he's trying to
shitting
drive
water.
over
I
a white
can't
shit.
tell.
It really
Yeah.
does.
Or giant
It
white
really
shit.
does.
Yes, exactly.
Oh God. All right.
Old McDonald's toy. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
I save a lot of
Yeah,
shit.
you're McLovin.
I'm a pack rat when it comes to that stuff.
like-
But it's cool stuff though.
Kyle's addition to this audio podcast is showing us his toys on the Zoom chat.
I
After
made the
200
I
episodes,
made noises.
Yeah, you
I
went
made the noises.
bloop. That's some good work.
I said it's a me. It's a Mario.
Okay.
All
So
right.
on that note,
and
on
he's
that
being offensive. And
on that
To all Italians everywhere.
yeah, that Italian racism shit that Kyle just spoke. Great. Now we're losing our entire Italian contingency of listeners.
Oh man.
Well,
son of a-
I
That was
mean,
our biggest
I come from a large
contingency.
Italian
Right.
family. It's okay.
So
He's
now
allowed to do that
you're
now.
you're making fun of fat Italians. Cool. Like you're
all my
fat
uncles.
Italian family. Great.
So wait,
Yeah.
isn't that just Italians?
That's just Italians.
Damn.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
On that terrible note,
Hope it's his.
I'm not editing shit for this episode.
I bet.
Everyone will be offended.
No,
Yes.
and you know what? Like, I don't even really care about the numbers on this episode because, like, if I start trying to edit this episode,
No.
it will come out around the time we record our 300th episode.
Yeah.
No shit.
That's
So-
true.
Yeah.
That is so
You get
true.
an hour-long nights. Have fun.
Oh, God.
Oh.
All right, so we're taking a quick break so you can listen to plugs for some of the shows on the network. We'll be right back in just a second.
Coming straight from the mouths of madness, I'm Lowdown.
I'm FU Hunter.
Do you love horror?
We fucking do.
So this is a podcast dedicated to all things in cinematic horror. We're talking movies, television, composers, special effects artists. We're gonna fucking cover it.
So if you love horror,
Embrace the madness.
My name is Amy Bogarde,
And I'm Mike the Hobbit.
and we are the hosts of Deeply Upsetting, where we use our expertise to answer your most upsetting hypothetical quandaries, such as what non-winged animal deserves wings?
And what body part deserves a secret mouth?
Which cryptid is the worst roommate?
These questions and more that plague you will be answered on Deeply Upsetting, available anywhere you get your podcasts and at GUIPodcast.com.
Hey guys, Scotty Big Daddy Preston here. That's right, the Geek Father, asking you to join me here every other week with friends and family of the GUI Network as we go through all the trials and tribulations of being a geeky parent. So remember, join us or cry.
In a world ravaged by movie studios that keep rehashing the same things, only one podcaster has the guts to make it even worse. Join Mike the Hobbit as he traverses the internet to bring you some of the best and worst ideas for reboots, remakes, and reimaginings of some of your favorite and least favorite TV and film properties. Ideas like a John Waters He-Man movie, Fantastic Four the musical, and aliens done entirely with marionettes. What podcast would bring this evil upon the world? This is Smack My Pitch Up. Available anywhere you get your podcasts.
We're back for the second half of Geeks Under the Influence, episode 200.
200. Ooh.
That's
I don't know.
more podcast episodes than your body has room for.
That's true.
Yeah. That's a lot. That's 200, more than 200 hours. Because we started with the first 100 episodes were 2-hour episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were long.
That's a lot. That's
Let's
We were exhausted
shall
and
we
drunk at
consider
the
the
end of the night.
alcohol consumption during those earlier episodes more so in comparison to now?
oh god, those early episodes are
Those I remember us clearing out on a couple episodes minimum 2 18-packs, a share of some type, and possibly even shots.
We used to have 3 shares.
3 shares.
Oh,
4
easily.
shares, yeah.
Easily.
It was that was a lot back in the day.
Right.
I can't say that I'm upset that it has changed a bit as we've gotten older. All of us, I think,
we're
appreciate
good. We're good.
being able to handle this a little bit better. But
Also, we're older, so there's that.
true.
Wiser?
I'm a little
No,
sad I missed it,
just
honestly.
older.
No, just older.
Just
It was
older. Yeah,
a-
Kyle, just older, right?
Yeah,
It's
a
no.
fire of tires. Back
I
in the
believe
day.
it.
You know all those dumpsters that you saw on fire in the news?
Mm-hmm.
It was that.
It was
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was you guys?
Yeah, it
oh
was
my
us.
god.
Yeah.
That's how
Celebrity
hip,
sighting.
That's how hip this show was. We were a dumpster fire before dumpster fires were a thing.
Yeah, we're that
Before
cool.
they were cool.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
That's a T-shirt. It was like Geeks Under the Influence. We were a dumpster fire before it was cool.
Just before 2020.
Love that.
Just say
Oh,
before
shit.
2020.
Honestly, that's a good name of the episode. Is dumpster fire before it was cool. It's
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
bad.
that's
That's pretty
totally
solid.
legit.
Yeah.
Pretty good. It is pretty good.
All right,
Now-
now going into our sponsors before we get into the second half here, we've got 2 sponsors that help us with how much it costs to run a network here with the storage fees and equipment and also booze costs and everything else that comes along with this amazing network that we've developed over the 5.5 years that we've been doing this bad boy here. And first off, we want to tell you to shop Amazon.com. I know I've been saying a lot of stuff about Amazon.com, and I will try to pull back a little bit, but not entirely on this episode.
Why not?
Until we find a new sponsor, Amazon.com, especially during the holiday season. And that's the important part here. During the holiday season, that's where we get most of our bread and butter for Amazon.com. So make sure, please, you're going to be making a lot of purchases on Amazon for your friends and family, maybe to avoid having to drop off stuff at your family's home during COVID and everything. You are getting that shipped to their house. It's easy. It's uncomplicated to do it that way. I understand. Just remember, your little gift to us on the network is to shop through the tab at GUIPodcast.com in the upper right-hand corner, the Shop Amazon tab. Click on that. Anything you purchase through that tab, we get credit for. So do your holiday purchases. Give loving presents to your family and friends. And your present to us will be shopping through that tab so that we can use that for all the costs that go into this this amazing little network that you've helped us build over the 5.5 years by being fans and friends that we've come to know and love over the time. A much sweeter version this time, I think.
That was good.
That was better,
That was good.
right? That was
Yeah.
better.
Sweet. What? Sweeter. Huh?
Also, fuck Jeff Bezos. On to...
Now there you go.
Fair.
Zing!
Yet everyone still shops on Amazon.
Yeah, well,
Exactly.
people shop at Walmart too, and they're fucking evil. So,
Exactly.
yeah.
So no one's going to
Yeah.
stop. So
Yeah.
it's
Right.
They keep opening Chick-fil-A, so I mean,
I was going to say
Yeah.
it's yeah.
On to our other sponsor, TeePublic. We've got some sales coming up this weekend for Black Friday, where all the T-shirts are $13. Everything else on the website is 35% off for Black Friday. I think it lasts for about a week there, and there are going to be other sales throughout the holiday season as well on tpublic.com.
Are they still doing the masks?
They're doing the masks as well,
Okay.
so you can get a mask.
Well, I
with
was
all
talking
the-
about them donating the masks.
They are
not-
still doing the
Okay,
donations to the
that's
masks
what I
as
wanna
well.
make sure.
So if you purchase a mask with our design or any of the other designs on tpublic.com, there will be a mask donated to a nonprofit organizations that gets those to frontline workers, an N95 mask. It's not going to be
not the cloth one you get. Yeah.
It's not going to be one of our masks. It's not going to be like Shut the Fuck Up Hobbit or the Live, Laugh, Love.
Although
Human
I would
Centipede.
totally have respect for a nurse or a doctor to have one of those on.
I would love to see
I mean,
if you are a nurse and want to wear a Human Centipede Live, Laugh, Love mask while handling some of your patients. I take no responsibility for you losing your job, but I would love a picture if you could do that for us. But yeah, tpublic.com, tons of stuff available for the holiday season. So not only stuff that has all of our different brands, our different podcasts available, but just designs that we've made over the years that are available that you can send to your friends and family that enjoy geek culture stuff. It's all available through our link at GUIPodcast.com/store. Click on the TeePublic link. That'll send you right to our page where all the stuff is available there. And that's all you got to do. Just purchase some stuff. We get credit for it. We get paid. You get cool merch. Everybody wins. So that's the way to do. Also, a reminder as well is anytime you have any issues with any of the products that you get through TeePublic, their customer service is definitely spot on about sending replacements. They want to know what problems that you run into if you get a shirt that's too small, if the quality is less than what you want. They want to hear about it so they know to make sure that that doesn't happen in the future. So if you have any trouble during the holiday season with your shirts, even if it's being told by a loved one that you sent it to, let them know. They will send you a replacement. They will take care of it. Their customer service is pretty good about that. So, which is nice nowadays.
Mm-hmm. True. Very, very true.
With purchases I've made on Amazon where it's like, well, sucks for you is the attitude on some of this stuff. So.
I've never had that happen to me on Amazon.
Oh, I've not with the Amazon specific ones. They're good, but
some of the third-party sellers.
Third-party sellers.
Yeah.
Sometimes
they're bad.
Are kind of rough, but
Word.
Those are our sponsors. Now on to the liquid courage that has fueled 5.5 years and 200 episodes of this shit show of a podcast.
Kept this dumpster fire burning.
Exactly, with the high alcohol content
yes.
that
high
we
octane.
imbibe every episode. We're talking about what we're drinking.
Hey, we're fucking drinking. We're getting drunk. You want to know? Well, here you go. Hey,
we're drinking. We're getting drunk.
Hey.
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 That will live in infamy.
Yes, it will.
Little did Smash know at the time that we got him to sing that it would be something he would not live down for literally every episode from that point on.
And multiple different versions of that shit.
Many different forms.
There were some great remixes that were done of that at one point.
And also now the one that I played just now was with Bo from a Veil on the end of it. So like you're now like in infamy where you're co-vocaling on the what we're drinking theme with Bo from a Veil. So and
that is true.
That's pretty good.
Well, I will take it.
He guessed it on your song.
That's
yeah. He guessed it on your song. Like you were the
that's true.
Smoking hot MC, and he was guest vocaling.
He
was coming
Stop!
up.
You're gonna make his head big.
Yeah, I know.
Bigger than it is.
It's already shiny.
Put my hat on backwards.
Bo from a Veil is your Flavor Flav to your Chuck D.
Wow!
Stop! No.
No. Okay.
Do not compare Kyle to goddamn Chuck D. All right.
I don't think anyone's ever going to look at me and make that comparison.
You are as wise as possible.
They're not going to look at me move and talk and go, yeah, that's pretty similar.
Yeah, Kyle and Chuck D. About the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
They both wear hats. That's it. That's the
I was about to say Fear of a White Planet, but
no. That's an album dropping on Parler. Like that's different.
I was about to go there next, but thank you.
That's Richard Spencer's new group.
Hunter.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if Bo would really be like, hey, you're just like Flavor Flav. I think, he probably would want you to compare him to somebody else besides Flavor Flav.
Maybe.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll give you that, yeah.
Someone else with a dating show?
Ooh,
Yeah.
Bret Michaels? What?
Bret Michaels, yes.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Probably more than Flavor Flav, maybe. I don't know. He'd probably be like, no, fuck Bret Michaels.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, acoustic guitar sucks. And then he's, all right.
Essentially,
all right, Bo.
if you know Bo, yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Bo knows.
But,
all right, so for what we're drinking, we kind of played with the idea of what a share would be for the 200th episode of GUI, and counter to the initial thought of getting something like really fancy and fun for us all to share, it made more sense to go bare bones and go back to like roots of what the show started with, which is we've got two things that we drink on a regular basis on this show. One of which is the People's Beer of Richmond, PBR.
Yes, sir.
We know it. We love it. It is cheap ass beer that we drink immense amounts of, and out of anything that I would love a sponsorship from, to get sponsored by PBR would be absolutely fucking incredible.
And I think all of us would be happy with dude, as a parenting podcast, I will take PBR as a sponsor. Fuck yes.
Like Jay Baruchel, if you're still listening, it's the Molson of Richmond.
I'd be curious. I'd be curious of what their logo was when they first started, because they didn't win anything until 1893 and haven't won anything since. But
yes, they have.
What?
They've won other random beer like.
They were America's best in 1893. What else have they won?
That's their original winning. They've won other stuff since then.
Really?
Yeah.
What they don't talk about is their award-winning beer from 1892. It was a bronze ribbon that they won, and it was called "Fuck You and Your Mom" lager.
We made this in the toilet, and
no, I'd be curious. What other award? What other awards have they won?
Dude, there's beer contests that happen everywhere. It's not always. It could be national. It could be regional.
We could figure this out in a very simple way. Actually,
we do have
you guys heard of the internet?
Yeah, I mean, well, he
It's
made a
new,
claim,
but
so
it's
I figured
pretty cool.
he'd back it up. I'm not going to look it up to back up his statement. I'm sticking with this until I'm proven wrong.
Fair.
And the logo actually was pretty similar. The main difference is actually the red stripe, but they've always used the actual blue ribbon of some iterations like that.
Because blue ribbon. I mean, I get that.
So we're doing
Well,
PBR.
shucks.
We've also got, and I know that Kyle will appreciate this as well, but Scotty over here, you're drinking something that became very important to this podcast.
That a boy.
And we've been drinking it we've been drinking this during Geekfather episodes recently as well.
Excellent.
Take that down your throat hole real nice.
Don't you
Do it.
ever say that to me.
Do it so I can watch.
We've got the regionally
Here,
local.
look on the Zoom.
Regionally local beer.
Oh, yeah.
Meaning the region of the East Coast, Yingling Lager.
Yeah.
Drinking on.
Yes, sir.
The OG East Coast local.
Yeah.
Yep.
We had koozies printed up with East Coast Local on the back. It was because I was a dumbass and made a misstatement early on. And so it became this like running joke that
it's
East
become
Coast
a thing.
Local. Yeah, that
You got to start a thing.
if there's any beer, even beer from like Maine, we mention as East Coast Local. It's become this like running joke on the network now.
Was a borderline ever figured out about what stops the East for becoming East Coast Local?
I just kind of assumed that if the East Coast, like
if you're within so many hours of a beach or something of the East Coast,
if you're in a state that wasn't one of the original colonies, then you have to like think twice about whether or not you're considered like East Coast
Fair.
Local for sure.
Fair enough.
If you're not one of the original 13 colonies outside of like Florida, are you even East Coast?
Exactly. It's just like
essentially, yeah.
I feel like we should hammer out these details.
Yeah, it's important to
It's important thing.
Showrunner meeting
showrunner
tomorrow,
meeting,
2
what
o'clock.
necessitates.
We're
an East
gonna
Coast
Google
Local.
that shit.
Right.
and
You have
we're
to
gonna
be in
find
the
out
East
what's going
Coast.
on.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a broken vote on whether or not we choose Ohio or not. Like whether or not that's
not East Coast,
Like,
so
no,
that
that's
doesn't
Midwest.
count.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. So all these
Oh,
important things that we figure out on Geeks Under the Influence here. So.
Hey, we gotta get this stuff straight.
we're here for the people.
Are we?
No,
Not
no.
this episode,
No, this episode, no way.
Answering the questions you never had.
right?
Basically, I did have a thought. Are we done? What do you guys? I know.
Well,
Kyle
Smash,
has this.
in honor of Jay Baruchel, you're enjoying some thematic holiday treats here. What are you?
I am. I'm gonna pull another one out. It's like my 8th one, and I just brought it upstairs. It's a good old Canadian Club. If I can get it in front of the fucking camera.
It's
There
not
you go.
just Canadian Club though.
It's Canadian Club inside of a chocolate shell. Okay, it's fucking still Canadian Club, and I'm gonna tell you, it's smooth. I've eaten
like
like
half a
80
shot.
of these, and I'm feeling something. I'm a lightweight, so I am definitely
Nobody
feeling
else
something.
can see it
You
except
are
for us on the
lightweight, yes.
Zoom, and we can see it in your eyes, sir. You are feeling it. Yes.
You
I'm
are a
definitely
lightweight.
feeling
Yes.
it. Yeah,
He's
a
been
little bit.
leaning in closer and closer to the camera as he's been drinking those. So
Or is it? I'm just coming closer to the mic.
Which he does.
Starting to
How
get
about
real
how about
intimate.
come close to the mic, but just don't breathe so heavy into the mic?
You-
How about we do that? Jesus Christ!
You look
That's
I
like
nice.
can't. I've tried.
you look like Moby's cousin who's a wedding DJ.
Nah, I work for like Enterprise or something
Yeah, right.
in the airport. Yeah.
Holy shit!
Wow.
Oh man!
Wow.
Oh, that's terrible.
All right. Well, and Hunter, I mean, is there anything you want to add to the what we're drinking, man? Because
Just enjoying the winter lager Sam Adams that Steven left at my house last time we recorded. So
I left
that's
one.
pretty good.
So I left one.
Tastes
You've
delicious.
been drinking the same
Yeah,
one?
I know. I was drinking Natter Days before that, so
Oh, I thought I saw a brown bottle in the first half. Yeah, sorry. I was confused.
He's nursing the shit out of it.
He's nursing it for one fucking whole episode.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, what I'm sorry, I wanted to throw in. I'm gonna get sentimental because you can ask
Aw.
Kyle and
Aw.
Hunter about this. It was brought up 200 episodes. A big thank you should go out to every single fucking listener of the GUI Network. Period. Well, I mean, we'd probably be doing this anyways. We would just unplug everything and not actually record it. We would just still talk like this.
I mean, that's how it started in the first place.
Basically, but I mean,
it's that running joke of like a bunch of dudes being around like, this should be a podcast. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
essentially,
what
yeah.
happened.
But we've had listeners literally across the world
Mhm.
that have helped our numbers, that have supported us in one way or another, and that's how we're on 200th episode of GUI Flagship.
And it's still amazing to me when we get like new listeners that join our Twitter or Facebook or Instagram that I look and see if there's any kind of related people to see if they're like friends with anybody, because that's great too. Don't get me wrong. I'm really stoked that
pass the
people
word
are,
of mouth.
that
Yeah,
are spreading around.
absolutely.
But if it's some rando that's in fucking Arkansas that doesn't know anybody, it's like, yay. And also like, why? At the same time.
That, usually the why comes up first.
Yeah,
but,
sure,
you know,
sure.
it's-
Yeah.
Hunter.
I mean, we won a fucking award, dude. I
did.
mean, like, you know,
That's
besides
true.
anything else, I mean, like, there's like exposure. People won't fucking know about this shit.
It is weird to be featured in fucking the Richmond Times-Dispatch and Richmond.com as the best podcast in Richmond, and then second best podcast in Richmond the year before as
And
well.
then nothing this year.
And that, well, this year it was all fucking weird this year with
Fucking
everything.
COVID.
COVID. So, but that is really cool. I mean, we got a letter from a senator over that as well, which is
You got a letter from a senator's assistant, but it still counts.
the senator signed it, or at least rubber stamped
Exactly.
it. With his,
That's
She
why I say
probably
it
rubber
counts.
stamps it
yeah,
too.
rubber stamps it. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
He has no idea.
It's the thought that counts.
It went out.
I like to think of like my mother when I was like 3 or 4 and thinking about all the things I would do with my life, and her being like, oh, he could be anything that he wants to be in the world. He could be like an astronaut or a scientist or you know, a famous writer. And the reason I got a letter from the senator is because I talk about dicks on a podcast. Like
Right.
that's really
Hey,
like
but you talk about it the best out of everybody else.
I'm the best talker of dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You're really getting all the holes.
No, but what also makes all the dick talk really the best is that I have the best group of people to help me along the way. Steven, we would not have been nearly far along as we are as far as a network if it wasn't for you stepping in as my partner running this network.
You say that. I don't know. I feel like we. I don't feel like
Don't
we-
get modest now. Come on.
I'm actually a very humble person. I just talk a lot of shit. Just saying.
Well, I'm fully aware.
Mm-hmm.
There is a lot of herding of cats that needs to happen for this number of people and this many shows and all the ins and outs of this network. And so just to have another person that's looking at the scheduling, and also you definitely have the like angry dad voice thing where like you're getting ready to go on a trip and everybody's like taking their time to fill the car, and there's a point where it's like, okay, we got to get this done now. It's like, all right, motherfuckers, we're doing this now.
Yes.
And you have
I am
that
good at
attitude,
that.
which I'm not good at.
Mhm.
So
Right.
to be able to have you to join in and be like, okay, no, we're not doing this shit anymore. We got to do this, 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 and this is incredibly helpful because ultimately we're artists. And
Oh my god.
therefore,
No.
Try to
you-
laugh
there you
harder
go.
next
No.
time.
Okay.
You're on a good
was that?
you're on a good little path there,
And
and
then
then you just
destroy.
When
What
you
was
said
that, Kyle?
artist, I was laughing. I was laughing at Hobbit.
Oh,
He said
okay.
we were on a good roll, and then he said artist.
then you said
Yeah.
artist
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
At least you didn't say artiste.
Artiste,
Yeah.
right?
Artiste.
No, but it has been immensely helpful, not just to have another person to kind of like touch base with people and have conversations, reach out, see who wants to be on episodes. Like, there's a lot of work that goes into the operation of something like the network
Absolutely.
here. So to have somebody else that I can rely on is incredibly helpful. As well
Aw.
as just fielding questions by some of the other showrunners when they get stuck on a technical issue or a scheduling issue or something along those lines. It's been immensely helpful. So I deeply appreciate it.
Once they figured out that they should also be hitting me up was the thing.
Yeah, right.
That was the thing.
Yeah.
It was like,
It's a learning curve.
hey guys, you know you can not just, destroy Hobbit's life. You can destroy mine too. It's fine.
Yeah. Oh, with pleasure.
Yeah.
With pleasure.
But no, like everybody here on the episode, and then of course like Groots and the Bruce as well. Like I want to give it up for the Bruce here, because he's not on nearly enough episodes. He needs to be on a little bit more.
True.
But
yeah,
he is the most consistent with delivering episodes where he's just like he records the episodes, he releases it, he drops it Sunday night every single time in the mailbox. If it releases later, it's my fault. But that is a good point to make with our listeners as well, is that, I know there are some more official podcasts out there in the podcast world that are consistent on like Monday morning at 6 a.m. They release an episode every single week.
Yeah.
And we try to be as consistent as possible, but also understand that we aren't at a point yet where we're able to make this as a living. Like, we have a lot of episodes and we put our work in, and clearly this is a passion for us. It's not making excuses like we don't give a shit. We genuinely do. But we've got parents, that are showrunners, we've got jobs, we've got a lot of that stuff that gets in the way. And I'm sure plenty of other podcasters have the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
With a little more consistency. But we're doing the best we can. We're figuring it out as we go.
But I have yet to hear anybody complain.
True.
As well, this is...
true, though.
This is just me feeling it, you know?
Sure. I don't feel like anybody's complained. And
right.
Also, honestly, like I've always said, like, as far as I would love to do this for a living, but I don't know, man, because what made me start thinking about that differently was when I saw there was a service that came out. It was like last year, remember, where there was people that were doing podcasts and they were only on this service, but you had to pay for the service.
Yeah.
That fucking infuriated me. Not because I wasn't getting paid, because I just don't view podcasts as something that way.
No.
So I don't know how I'd feel about if we were to do this and get paid, if this was all we do. I feel like if there was something else involved, not just podcast, you know what I mean? Like if it was a bit larger and more responsibilities outside of just doing a podcast, I think I would feel better about that. I don't know.
Sure. I guess not necessarily at the beginning, because at the beginning there was no idea what this was going to turn into. So there wasn't really a 5-year plan or anything. But the network, as far as when we started thinking about like having other shows and what we were going to do, we have been able to do live events that aren't live podcasts. We've done live podcasts as well. We've done trivia. We've done all sorts of cool, weird stuff besides just podcasting.
Yeah.
To make it more than just a podcast network. We're a media network. We do a lot of other stuff. And we have a lot of ideas that we're going to be playing with in the not too distant future.
Right.
And so that's why it's a media network and not a podcast network, is that I wanted to create the openness to create and do other cool shit and play around and have,
Well, in personal opinion, some of the podcasts that I think are better are the ones that they're not just doing a podcast. They're doing a variety of stuff. Like, look at Kevin Smith, look at the Tell 'em Steve Dave podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Those are all the dudes that work in the secret stash. They're not just doing the podcast. They just have a night once a week that they record, basically the way this started out.
Mm-hmm.
And they do it on the side. It's just all about how you do it and why you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ones that are so determined to make it their full-time job, those are the ones where you're just like, yeah, okay, cool, whatever.
And that's one of the things I think that pissed me off about Luminary was these people didn't even start or have a podcast already going. They literally started it and got put on Luminary. Like, I don't feel good about that. That irritates me, because it's not like you were a podcast that had been going on for a little while and then you just got added to Luminary. It's like, okay, that's one thing.
The nature of things are changing. I know there's some Spotify exclusives and some Stitcher exclusives now. So I think everybody's trying to figure out how to do the podcasting, but it's so Wild West for the most part. I don't know how long that's going to last. It's not like apps. It's not like streaming services with like Netflix and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
There's podcasts out there and there's a business model and we do this, and there's people that come on like as a show, all the showrunners, I feel like we're just like a family. Mm-hmm. So it's not that's huge task of like, recording, like we want to hang out. We're all just one big family.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
That's why it's been 5 years. That's why we're at 200 episodes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's really all it is, an excuse to hang out.
Yeah.
You're just recording
exactly.
it.
Very true.
Then that's kind of the whole beauty behind the podcast idea was, you sit around with the people you like and people you know best and shoot the shit.
Fuck yeah.
Well, I know it's been discussed on episodes, and I think in an article on RVA Magazine as well that we were in about this being kind of like the same difference as like a poker night with friends.
Yeah. Well, I was just going to add in that's really the initial thought of why I started Geekfather was because I was becoming a regular on GUI, and there were so many of us parents talking about our kids and stuff like that. It was only prevalent to really talk, like to have something in addition to what we go through to not only just record GUI, but the day-to-day on what, if typically on the old school days was GUI, we would know at least a week ahead of time. So that was a whole matter of checking work schedules, if there was a babysitter, and then just bragging on our kids. That was the whole thing. And that's, GUI is what helped inspire. Like I always said, like I had the same idea that Hobbit had for this. He just did it better. You had the more time you had the more time and resource. You didn't have a little one like clinging to your leg, that type of thing. But it gave us a chance to expand this world that we're doing. And yeah, sure, let's fucking hang out with our friends, have some beers. We're doing the exact same thing we would be doing at the bar, but we're saving a hell of a lot of money. And I think we're having way more fun with it.
Well, I think a good example on how much fun this is that, during the time that we've had this network, a full network, is I had the honor of meeting Amy. And she had that moment of like, oh shit, you have a podcast. And like, I really hope it doesn't suck because how awkward is that? And we've discussed that at length.
Yes.
But also over the time, I made sure that it was never any kind of like push for her to be on episodes or to like start her own show or anything. Because everything that we've built is based on people wanting to be here.
Right.
Wanting to do a show, wanting to throw their hat in the ring to have their own show, or wanting to throw their hat in the ring on being on episodes. We try to prevent the forced nature because then it comes off bad. Like it should be people that want to be on.
Mm-hmm.
I created the opportunity. You jumped on for the Poe episode and you had a blast.
Yeah, absolutely.
And afterwards, like you've been on other shows since then.
Mm-hmm.
And our conversation about starting a show with the two of us was coming from...
It was organic.
It was really organic.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like a lot of the shows on the network is exactly that.
Right.
Oh, we're getting such an inside scoop to that. You two.
GUI moment.
The advent of Deeply Upsetting was we were laying in bed and we were trying to decide what would be the best Taco Bell food item to fuck. Like you do when you're laying in bed.
Why are you looking at me when you say that? I feel very uncomfortable.
It's just the angle of the microphone.
You've apparently
we were
thought
talking about which one
Taco
you,
Bell
Scotty,
food?
would want to fuck.
Yeah.
Give me that
burrito.
Chalupa?
What?
There you go.
What?
I don't know.
A Dorito, there is
Chupacabra?
no Dorito chalupa.
Yeah, there is. What are you
Not
missing?
not a chalupa. There's the
Dorito
taco.
No, they have a Dorito Chalupa. I just had it like 2 weeks ago.
Well, the correct answer is no longer on the menu. R.I.P. Quesarito. Rest in power. Love you, babe.
You replace the meat in the quesarito with refried beans.
Absolutely.
So that it's a little bit more pleasurable on your parts, and then you just go whole hog into it. Like,
yes, I would.
A nice.
I mean, no, I've never thought about it.
Taco seasoned tortilla sock on
Hunter,
your
what,
cock.
what'd you say, Hunter? Yeah, go ahead, Hunter. Yeah. What'd you say?
No, I'm fucking hungry. Y'all keep talking about goddamn Taco Bell, assholes.
Well, this is probably a good time for us to end things anyway. We are at the tail end here. So.
We got all serious and then we talked about fucking Taco Bell.
Well,
items,
so now
it ends on a think piece.
Fucking Taco
So Hunter can go
Bell.
fuck a taco, and
That's where he's going. He's going to Taco Bell.
yeah.
Tongue punch a donut.
No, he just
I
doesn't
usually
like,
use the mild sauce. Sometimes I go a little.
he just doesn't like his
crazy.
asshole.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
tomorrow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can drink
But I
that mild
think-
sauce straight up.
Normally in the
I drink the hot
non-era of
sauce.
COVID, we would have tried to do some kind of like live event or something fun to like really incorporate, allow the fans to come out and hang out with us while we do a thing.
But
A
But
little line dancing.
given the nature of
fuck
things,
you.
can't really.
Whoa.
Line dancing.
What?
Fuck is wrong with you?
Line dancing is when you do a line and it's so good that it makes you dance afterwards.
Oh,
right?
I'm down with that.
Yeah,
Okay,
No,
all right.
Yeah.
So, given the current circumstances, I'm really glad that we had a chance on this episode to get most of the showrunners together to to just talk shop, hang out, give each other shit, have fun. It felt very much like the old school episodes on this one here, and I appreciate it very
about
much.
100 plus episodes ago. Yes.
Yeah, right. So we're
True.
Winging it, no direction.
I mean, we've had great episodes in between as well.
So we're devolving, is what you're saying, is back into.
It wouldn't hurt.
All of our COVID alcoholism is catching up with us now. I think.
That's legit.
Yeah,
that's legit.
But thank you so much, listeners, for spending 5.5 years with us, 200 episodes. Some of you that have been motivated listeners for the entirety of which boggles my mind.
Bless you, people.
Boggles my mind.
Bless you.
But old or new listeners, we appreciate you so much. This is so much fun for us to do, and that's kind of the whole point. As much as we want you to have a good time listening to these episodes, the whole point of Geeks Under the Influence on the network is that we're going to keep doing it while it's fun. And the minute it stops being fun is when we stop doing it.
Yep.
And part of the fun is being able to spend time with my chosen family, which is all of the people on the screen and in this room right now. And
big kiss.
Don't fucking start and like
misty.
Shut up.
Listen, if you cry, then I'm gonna cry, and then he's gonna cry.
We're all gonna cry.
Then we're all gonna cry.
And I'm gonna tell all you to shut the fuck up.
We're all gonna fuck a taco.
I've done a lot of.
You guys have a weird GUI nights ahead of you.
Done a lot of creative things in the past before this.
Don't let it get
done
video
stand
recorded.
up. I've been in bands. I've even done like fucking slam poetry in my early days. Back when that was a thing that happened.
God, I wish there was video of that.
No shit, right?
That tire fire.
But I've definitely been an entertainer at heart for a long time. But GUI is definitely the thing that I've spent the most time, the most energy, and had the most passion for out of anything that I've done previous to this. So that comes from having a community around me, family around me that I get to share it with and enjoy it with, and fans that are so supportive and so cheerleaders about it. You know, that means the world when we have friends and fans posting pictures of them in our shirts and responding on social media about the episodes that we did, or sending messages saying like, "Oh, that thing that you said on this episode."
With the fans.
Collaborations with the fans has been great.
Yeah.
So all of this is because of community, and especially now with everything going on in the world, and whether it be COVID or the political like tire fire that's in this world, just GUI being a reminder that community and appreciation and inclusion is what makes your life better is so important. And,
yes.
Yep. And that's what we're going to continue to be. What we're going to try to do for each other and the listeners. So thank you so much for I am actually getting emotional now.
Yeah.
Verklempt.
Thank you so much for everyone that's listened and for all my family here on GUI. It's been one hell of a ride for these 200 episodes.
Damn right.
And I cannot wait to see what kind of absolute assholes we turn out to be after another 200.
Oh, it's gonna.
It's you thought the dumpster fire 2020 was bad. Whoo!
We're
just
doing
wait.
Straight up.
Yeah, we're gonna ride the dragon all the way to 300.
Man fire by the end of another 200.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
We're all doing opium now.
Not the Nicolas Cage one, please.
No.
It's
I said
cool.
ride the dragon, and we all just doing opium. I guess we're gonna chase the dragon.
It's cool. It's cool.
We're just gonna go the way of like 80s hair bands and ride the dragon. Yeah, that's
fucking Steel Dragon.
We're gonna Motley Crue this shit. Yeah. So thank you so much for listening. And thank you for everybody on this episode. I'm Mike the Hobbit, and as always, join us or die.
I love you, man, but shut the fuck up.
God.
Oh, love you guys.
Join us or die. Join us or die. Or I will swallow your soul.
GUIPodcast.com.
It's me, it's Mario.